Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and I have another list for you all today. Now, since I just finished rewatching the first 4 seasons of the Netflix series Stranger Things, and I'm really excited for the 5th and final season that's going to come out who knows when, I decided to list off 30 characters that I think that Vecna, the main antagonist of Stranger Things, would target. Now, these characters are in no particular order because they range from cartoons, anime, movies, and video games respectively. So, yes, without further ado, let's get started with the list. Now, what mentally troubled characters outside of Stranger Things would the Mind Flayer's servant torment and ultimately kill? Number 1, Samurai Jack. Yes. Now, why I think Vecna will go after Samurai Jack is because of everything that's happened to him. Think about it. He tried to finish off Aku, but ended up getting sent to the future for 50 years and went through a lot. From being forced to fight multiple of Aku's creations to fighting off his evil self to killing a human for the first time and being forced to do it multiple times again, to finally returning to the past and defeating Aku, only to then realize that because Aku isn't there, his lover Ashi is erased from the timeline. Yeah, so in terms of that, I think Vecna would torment Jack using those memories of his. Yeah. Now on to the next character, Silver the Hedgehog from the Sonic franchise. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Silver comes from a destroyed future that he thinks that Sonic has caused, and yeah. Because he's from the future, he went through a ton of horrifying things. Yeah. So I think Vecna would just have a ton of fun tormenting Silver with his insecurities and just his destroyed future and many of the people he's lost. Yeah. Now there is another character that is kind of similar to Shadow that I'm going to get to later. But yeah, going into the third character, that's Pearl from Steven Universe. Now I know you guys are probably saying right now, well, why not just use Steven? He's the main character and has gone through a ton of different things. Yeah, that's true, but the reason why I'm picking Pearl over Steven is because Pearl has went through a lot. Pearl was once a servant to Pink Diamond, and yeah, because Pearl inadvertently gave Pink the idea to transform into Rose, she inadvertently started the Gem War. And because of that, Pearl lost several of her friends. Yeah, either through shattering or through corruption. And even after the war, Pearl's mental trauma didn't go away because she ended up losing Pink Diamond, who, mind you, Pearl fell in love with, and also Pink Diamond was her master. Yeah, and because of the Pearl's role to never disobey a diamond or any higher-up gem, yeah, that mental trauma didn't go away when Pink Diamond gave birth to Steven. I think it manifested, it manifested even more because Pearl now had to take care of someone who isn't pink diamond / rose quartz. It's the first gem-human hybrid that Pearl, alongside Garnet and Amethyst, had to take care of. And mind you, Pearl, while she has protected humans, she hasn't really understood them. Yeah. And do I need to get into the events of the main series? Yeah. So, Vecna's gonna have a ton of fun tormenting and destabilizing Pearl's gem form over and over again. And mind you, like Jack, Pearl is immortal. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Now, the fourth character comes from an animated series of a comic book, and that's Invincible. Yeah, Mark Grayson himself. Yeah, where do I even begin with this guy? Yeah, from discovering that his father is a part of a race of conquerors to nearly being beaten to death by his dad, to many of the mental issues that he's developing throughout the second season. Now, mind you, I haven't watched the second season. Yeah, the most I watch are mostly clips, but yeah, if it's anything like the comics, yeah, Vecna's gonna have so much fun mentally torturing Mark. Yeah. Now on to the fifth character. That's Skips from Regular Show. Yeah. Yeah. Much like the previous entries on this list, Skips is an immortal Yeti who ended up losing the love of his life and is granted immortality. And throughout the events of the series, we see Skips try to come to terms with everything he's lost. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Now, on to the next character. This is from a video game, and that is Chris Redfield from the video game series Resident Evil. Yeah. Vecna's gonna have a ton of fun mentally torturing this soldier. From the many missions he's gone through, to the people he's lost, to being forced to kill Wesker, who was once a friend to him. And yeah, even going into Resident Evil 6 and 7, he's lost even more people. Case in point, Piers Niven's from Resident Evil 6. So yeah, Chris is gonna have to be careful when he cross paths with Vecna. Now on to the seventh person, and that is Hilda from the Netflix series Hilda. Yeah. Hilda is gonna be quite hard for Vecna to torment, because yeah, Hilda's a young adventurer, and while Vecna would be able to try to torment Hilda with memories of her near-death experiences from her adventures, to some of the personal endeavors she's had, like the arguments she's had with Rita and her mom, to being turned into a troll, to the many adventures she's had in season 3, especially when it came to finding out more about her family. Yeah. Now, the reason why I say Vecna's gonna have a hard time is because Hilda's been through this before. Back in season 1, she dealt with the nightmare spirit known as Mara. which is essentially this dream demon. This dream spirit. Yeah. So, Vecna's gonna have quite a hard time trying to torment Hilda because it's something she's dealt with before. Yeah. Now on to another Netflix series character, Kid Cosmic, from Kid Cosmic, the series. Yeah. The reason why I picked Kid on here is because Kid has lost his parents. And it's still like, he's still trying to come to terms with it. As this is especially prominent in the last season. And another thing that Vecna would just love to torment Kid over is the eventual passing of his grandfather, Papa G. Yeah, so Kid's gonna have a tough time trying to, like, steer clear of Vecna. Yeah. Now on to the 9th character, Ladybug. Yeah. Yeah. Where do I even begin with this woman? Sorry, with this girl. Yeah. Vecna's gonna have a ton of fun mentally picking Marinette apart because he will not only pick fun at Marinette's emotional insecurities, and oh boy does she have a lot, she's also has, because of her responsibilities as Ladybug, she has a ton of trauma to pick apart. Like, the many times she's had to fight some of her classmates and friends as Akumas, to many of the mistakes she's made when it comes to, like, Chloe, and, like, pushing away Cat Noir, and losing the Miraculous, and especially, like, her crush on Adrian. Yeah, Vecna's gonna have a ton of fun, mentally tormenting this super heroine. Yeah. Now on to the 10th character. Remember earlier when I said Silver was from a post-apocalyptic future? Well, yeah, this is the other character I mentioned before. And that character, ladies and gentlemen, is Future Trunks from the Dragon Ball franchise. Oh boy, Future Trunks. Where do I even begin? Yeah, Vecna's gonna have a ton of fun mentally torturing Future Trunks, because Future Trunks has a ton of stuff that Future Trunks has gone through. From, of course, his post-apocalyptic future, because of Android 1718 running amok, to the death of his mentor, Future Gohan, to witnessing everything he's been through in the past, from his variant version of his father Vegeta, to getting manhandled by 18, to Vegeta letting Cell absorb 18, to his death at the hands of Cell. Yeah. And there's also Dragon Ball Super, where he went through a lot, from losing his mother, Bulma, to his mental and physical fights he's had with Goku Black and Zamasu, to eventually his future being completely wiped out by the future Grand Zeno. Yeah, so Trunks is gonna have a problem fighting Vecna. Now, this is part 1, ladies and gentlemen, of this list, so what do you guys think? Just comment below, let me know. I'm Wisdom Cube, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!